as you look around in the world, if you're updated with the world events, you'll realize that there's a lot of people in this world that need help. There is a lot of illnesses and disasters that are happening around this world, and that people need help basically. Um, Today, I'll be discussing an agency called ADRA, which is an abbreviation. The letters mean the Adventist Development and Relief Agency. They are a Seventh-day Adventist organization that is similar to Red Cross in that they go around and anywhere they see they need help. If there's disaster, if there's a typhoon in the Philippines, or if right now what they're working on is in West Africa with the Ebola crisis. So that's basically what I'm talking about. But in particular, what I'll be talking about is, well, first of all, I believe that it's important to us as a group, not just for me and the people, but I think it's important to us because not a lot of people know about the organization, and that people, like some people are narrow-minded in that they don't see that there are people out there that actually need our help. So by talking about it and talking to everyone about it, we can raise awareness, so we can get more money to the people, so that people don't have to die. Like basically, like if no one helps them, they're gonna die. So you have to get the word out, and that's a good way to jumpstart the movement. So the main policy, or also known as protocol, what they used it, is that I'll be talking about who and where they help out, and how it's done, because there's like a very specific way that they have to do it. So the three main points about them is that, well, that was the first one of who and how they get there. The risk that the adjuvant puts themselves in, and how do they help out the people affected. So before the main point is, so before they help someone, a lot happens before they go into another country and help out people. First, the country has to be willing to accept address help. So they go to the government and they ask them, can we come into your country and help out the people that are in need? There was a disaster and people need help, and we're here to help you. So they ask permission. If they're not allowed by the government for some reason, the government doesn't want their help, says, we're fine without you. They're like, okay, we're sorry for disrespecting, and here, if needed, we're gonna offer you our supplies and food and water, and we'll give it to you, the government, and then you could hand that out to your people. Okay, so when they do that, like, all right. So before, obviously, they have to stockpile the supplies needed to go around and to go out and give to people. So first, obviously, they need, the first thing that they look for, that they give to people is clean water, because after 3 days you can't survive without water. Then they give out food, medical supplies. Um, not only the food and stuff, they need workers and volunteers to go, because if someone was in an injury or something like that, they need nurses and doctors there that are able to help. So now, next, we will be talking about the risks that they take. So before they ADRA, before they go into a country, the agency takes a look at the risks that they are put in, that they put their workers in. So first, if you're going to an underdeveloped country, there's a lot of diseases in their country. So the person has to be healthy going in the country. So they have to get vaccinated. They have to get vaccinated both for the diseases in this country, the United States, and the diseases that are known for the other country. There's a reason that you have to be vaccinated for the ones in this country, because one, you don't want to bring diseases over there. Like some diseases they might not have over there that are over here, so you don't want to bring any diseases from over here to over there and introduce a new disease. and obviously you don't want to get like malaria or like all those diseases from over there and bring them over here, or you get infected or something like that, because you're not. Yeah, who wants to get sick? No one, right? So that is the next point. The next point in the safety of the workers is that we have to make sure, ADRA has to make sure that their people that they sent in are going to be safe and safe from danger, because not only diseases, but you have to make sure that they're not going to be injured, kidnapped sometimes, or worse, they might be killed, because sometimes there's weird people in this world, like a group of people. Let's say there's a group of people, and I am paraphrasing about an associate. His name is Steve. Actually, didn't get his last name. An associate from the ADRA. That I was talking to him on the phone, and he was telling me that sometimes there might be a group of people in the country that they don't want help. They just don't want it, and they would hurt, the helping hands that are trying to help them. They would try to kidnap them. They trying to tell them to go away. So they have to make sure that's not gonna happen. Those are the risks that they take. Finally, I'm gonna be talking about how they help people. The policy. What they go through. So, according to the website adra.org, access January 20th, 2015, ADRA, they help in different ways. They help by, first of all, providing food and water. The second one is that they establish livelihoods, which means that if someone is in poverty, or and they can't support themselves, they sometimes they give them loans of money. They 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 give them job training, or something like that. So, and then the next one is they promote a healthy way of living. They respond to disasters, obviously. They support the families that are in need, and they protect the vulnerable. If there's an elderly person, or children that need help. So ADRA is stationed actually in 120 countries right now. They have little stations around the world, so that if the disaster strikes, that they'll be there on the quickness. So if something happens, that is a spot that they will distribute, the food, the water, the medical supplies, medical attention. And it also is like, in times of need, when, some people may not have homes or something because a disaster happened, it's like a shelter that brings in, people, they don't discriminate. It is a religious group, but they don't discriminate, whether anything, if you need help, you got it. So, conclusion, there's a lot of people out there that need help, and ADRA is one of the people that they go around and they give help. Sometimes people, we take it for granted, water, but sometimes people don't have water, and ADRA is there, when suffering and disaster happen. It's guaranteed. I'm guaranteeing it, that ADRA is going to be there right in the middle, serving as a beacon of hope for all the people that need it.